Dave Brown has the day off today, but my guest today is the King, Jerry Lawler. The King is here today, and King, let me remind you now that the agreement that you made with promoter Eddie Marlin is that you'll be solely in the capacity as an announcer today, so I want to remind you, no compensation.
I realize that. I understand that. I hope all the people realize that I did have to sit down, sign an agreement with Eddie Marlin, stating that no matter what takes place out here, and you know, I know better than anybody that sometimes right out here on TV, things get a little out of hand. Yeah. But he has made me actually sign a piece of paper saying that no matter what takes place here or there, that I'm in the capacity today strictly as a commentator, as an announcer. I can't get involved.
Exactly. You signed it, and not only that, it was witnessed today, so... But hey, good to have the King here today as an announcer. You do a good job of that. Hey, today, King, the Spiders are going to be here today, an exciting team in the USWA. We'll be seeing them. Also, Outlaw Don Bass and Billy Joe Travis taking on the Rodden brothers here today.
I'll tell you somebody else that's going to be here that I have seen on my travels. You know, I don't just wrestle here in the USWA. I wrestle all over the world, as a matter of fact. And a team that I have seen recently and are very, very impressive, they're called the Eliminators. They're going to be here in the studio in person, and I started to say the people are in store for a treat. I don't know if it's going to be a treat or not, but I can assure you they're going to make a name for themselves.
That's exactly right. But hey, let me tell you about the main event today, as you know, King. The Moondogs taking on Brian Christopher and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. That's right. That's exactly right. We're bringing it for you right here, fans, in the USWA. Speaking of the USWA, a brawl took place in the USWA involving you, King, and this Dream Machine.
It's what I was talking about. You know, like I said, anything can take place right out here. That's what I've had to sign this piece of paper about today to avoid what took place last week.
Exactly.
But I think right now we're going to go back, take a look at this from last week.
Here it is right there. Dream Machine came out, had some comments and very unpleasant words, and the King popped him there. And,
Dream Machine, no business.
There's the Dream, and Lawler going at it. This, as you stated, Jerry, happened last week right here on TV Wrestling, and took place right out here in the studio.
Absolutely no business.
Fighting there is yourself in the Dream Machine, and we're going to try to avoid that type of confrontation today. We don't want to have any of that stuff out here, so the Dream Machine has sent in an interview today. He sent in an interview.
But I mean, you know, this guy comes out here last week. I'm out here trying to do an interview. He wants to come out, stick his nose in my business where it doesn't belong. Then the fight spilled all the way back through the studio and out into the park. Well, this is the back of the studio there.
Yeah, it's the back area here of television station.
I kept thinking there's got to be somebody going to try to break this up any minute, but I had to try to take it upon myself to finish this thing. Oh, yeah, that was a nice shot there.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Dream Machine landed there, and there's Lawler and the Dream Machine in the back of the television station. It's going down toward the back door into a wall there. Hard wall that's back there. And on out now into the parking lot area.
Got the door open.
And let me tell you, this thing did not end, even if we went to the commercial break in there. The fight continued, and all through the week in the USWA continued between these two. Dream Machine holding a grudge, he says. That's about a 10-year grudge, Jerry. There's a Dream Machine dispatched over in the back of a pickup.
Yeah, I wish somebody had been in the truck there and could have just drove him right on out of town. Would have been nice. But what is going to happen is this thing is going to get settled once, you know, somewhere down the line. I don't know when it's going to be, but Dream Machine says he's been carrying around a grudge for about 10 years. A little bit later on, you're going to get to see that I gave him 10 years worth of a beating in a match that we had after this, and now if he still wants more, he knows where to find me. I can assure you.
What a brawl last week. Well, one of the most classic brawls in the USWA took place. We've got a lot here today. The Moondogs, Brian Christopher, and Eddie Gilbert, our main event. We'll get it on right now. We're back with more USWA Championship Wrestling. Stay tuned today, fans. Gilbert and Brian Christopher in there, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert was the special referee. King got some highlights. I want to take a look at that. 10 minutes past in this USWA heavyweight title bout between Christopher and Don Gilbert. Big boot from Christopher. Christopher whips him into the corner. Goes in again. Oh, but Brian holds up. Gilbert turns on, and Christopher busts in. Into the top turnbuckle. And the USWA heavyweight champion goes to work on Doug Gilbert, but Eddie Gilbert got him out tight tonight. He snatches Christopher, shoves him back. And Doug with a chain busts Christopher. But Hot Dog calls for the bell. Eddie Gilbert sees the chain that Doug's got. He's going to call for the bell, and Christopher's going to be the winner. How about them up? Oh, boy. Oh, Doug Gilbert takes his older brother, Eddie Gilbert, with that chain. Hot Dog tosses the chain to Christopher, and he goes to work on Doug Gilbert.
Well, I'm back. First of all, Corey Macklin, let me tell you, you better keep your butt right in that seat and don't mess with me while I'm out here, first of all.
You don't mess with him. He won't mess with you, Doug.
Okay, Corey Macklin, what I've got to talk about today, I've got a marathon match coming up. I'm sure you're a real intelligent man, I can see. I'm sure you know what a marathon is, right?
Yeah, I know what a marathon is.
Well, for all these redneck, wild, pussy, tobacco-eating people out there that don't know, I got a dictionary, and I looked up what marathon meant, Corey Macklin. What marathon means is that something that's been going on for a real long time. Let's see what this marathon match is, Corey Macklin. You got to win 2 straight falls. And then it's not over. It's just getting started real good. Because then the 3rd fall is a dream match, Corey Macklin. Whoever wins the 2 falls, they get their dream match. So what my dream match is, Corey Macklin, my dream match, all I've heard for weeks and months is too sexy, too sexy. Well, I'm tired of hearing that. So what I'm doing, Corey Macklin, after I beat him in about 2 minutes in each fall, I'm going to get all my friends, and we're going to have a little handicap match. And I'm going to get my Christopher down, and I'm going to finish him off.
Yeah, but it's not all your friends. There's only one other friend.
No, hold on, Corey Macklin. You're talking about friends. I see Mr. Brian Christopher and your big buddy Jerry Lawler right back there. They stick together like this. And then you have Eddie Gilbert. He wants to stick beside him. Corey, I have a little surprise today. I want to bring out one of the biggest, one of the baddest tag teams in professional wrestling, the Eliminators. Come on out, boys. Come on out. Corey, wait till you see these men. They could kill a man in less than a second.
There they are, the Eliminators in the USWA Saturn.
The only men that make the Moondog shake. The only men that Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher will run from. Boys, tell them what y'all can do. Well, first of all, we're here in the USWA to help our good friend Doug Gilbert. We're going to break some bodies, take some names. I'm pretty sure that I'm out of this world. He's Judge for the cellar, brother. Yeah, and I'm out of control, brother. Hey, boys, let's get in that ring right now. Corey Macklin, I want to unleash these boys and show you what destruction is all about. Let's go.
Yeah, well, we'll see right now as the Eliminators make their way up on the ring apron there now. And their opponents coming through the curtain here now. First look at these Eliminators. Heard a lot about them.
Well, I'm telling you, Corey, a lot of times you run into guys that will let their mouths write some checks that the body can't cash, but I know that these guys can back up whatever they say. I've seen them in action.
Saturn and Cronus, the Eliminators, brought in by dangerous Doug Gilbert.
You know, Doug Gilbert said he was going to round up all his friends. Only problem with that, you can put off Doug Gilbert's friends in a phone booth and still have some room left over.
What? I agree with you on that. That is Saturn, one of the Eliminators. Going out there, Eddie Gibbons and Tracy Mooney, their opponents here today. Oh, they grabbed Tracy Mooney in there, and into the rope goes Tracy. I see this flips over from corner the eliminator. Duck Gilbert rubbing it all in over here. The eliminators. Boy, what a powerful move there on Mooney, too. Oh, and he gives up the pressure. Yeah, breaks the hole, and only a 2 count by the eliminators in here today. A couple of big guys wrestling out of Boston, Massachusetts, and these guys are combined weight in there, King, at 555 pounds.
I'm telling you, they're massive. They're agile. You saw that little that move that they just did a while ago. They do a lot of this stuff. They do a lot of double teaming. Watch this. Look at this.
Whoa! What a movie there from Saturn to the eliminator. Only 1 count picks him up.
Well, they just want to keep inflicting punishment on these guys. All right, Doug Gilbert, all you got.
Yeah. Doug Gilbert's running his mouth.
Running his mouth. I'm telling you. He's got the marathon mouth. He's also got the marathon match coming up. You know, when he gets in the ring against Brian Christopher, it's not...
What a move from the eliminator! That's going to do it. Man, that wraps it up as Doug Gilbert brings in his new team of the eliminators in the USWA, and a quick win in there over Eddie Gibbons and Tracy Mooney. The eliminators are Boston, Massachusetts, and I must say, they are very, very impressive in their debut here in the USWA.
Now, did I tell the truth or what, Corey Macklin? Lawler, can you say anything now? Corey Macklin, I'm going to give a man one last chance. I'm going to give my brother, Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, one chance to come out here right now.
Well, if he's watching, I get it back, and obviously he is. Here he is. Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert.
He's not scared. He's coming out here. You asked him to come out here. Here he comes.
I told you don't mess with me while I'm out here.
Well, here he is, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Doug, your request has been fulfilled in here.
Hey, Eddie, look, what is the problem? Look at my friends. You have the Dream Machine, Troy Graham. You have Tommy Wildfire Rich. You have the baddest team in professional wrestling, the Eliminators that just left. And what are you doing? You got friends like Brian Christopher. You can't like him. You got little buddies that you run around with. All they do is drive you around. You can't like them, do you? Huh? Why can't you get on the winning side and be on my side and everything will be okay? There'd be no problem.
I got a good idea. Why don't you get out of my face? I want to tell you something. Yeah, you got friends. You got the Dream Machine. You got Tommy Rich. And you got, a bad tag team. That's the worst tag team I've ever seen.
Hey, don't come out here and start talking about my
Now, I'll talk about who I want to.
No, you listen to me.
Put your finger out of my face. Don't ever put your finger in my face again.
You don't come out here.
I'll do whatever I want to do, Doug. Hey.
Doug jumped him, and Eddie jumped him back. Wow. Well, fight here.
Watch it, Eddie. Watch it, Eddie.
Got Eddie. The Eliminators come out. Jump on Eddie Gilbert. Here comes Brian Christopher. Eddie, Doug, you're not even
Let's see if this match can happen now.
That is ridiculous. Doug Gilbert not even helping his own blood brother out here. Eddie Gilbert being jumped by the Eliminators. And, man, if you can't count on your own brother, who can you count on? Doug Gilbert hot tells out of here with a couple of new friends that he's got in here. Eddie Gilbert being helped by Brian Christopher over here. Oh, boy. Still got more to come, fans. Stay with us. A lot more still to come on the USWA. We'll be back.
Get involved in something like that. That makes it tough, I'll tell you.
Well,
hey, can I take just a second and want to mention You know, last week we talked about the big benefit softball game that we had up in Lexington, Tennessee. We want to thank, it was a great crowd. It was a beautiful day. We want to thank everybody for being up there, and Wilda and everybody that put the entire event together. It was a super day, and I think they raised something like over $3,000 there for the people up there. So, yeah, it really went great. And we just want to remind everybody else out there that the man who lines up our softball, a lot of people were asking us, you know, how they go about lining up softball dates and everything to play against Lawler's Army, which, by the way, this year is also featuring Brian Christopher. Oh. And, you know, he's a lot like Michael Jackson. He wears a glove on one hand for no apparent reason. But, no, he did okay in the game. He did all right. But if you want to line up one of the games, we'll come out and be glad to come out to the area any Sunday. Mr. Coffey's number here in Memphis is area code 901-358-2924. 358-2924, and he's got all our dates scheduled, and we'll be glad to come out to your area. And hopefully, if you got some tough softball competition, we'll be glad to take them on. Somebody's saying, did we win last week? Have you ever heard of Lawler's Army losing? Come on, give us a break. Well, I haven't. Let me just tell you, one of the story of one of the game was we won one game 43-2. Oh, boy. That's like the St. Louis Cardinals. That one was a little closer. St. Louis Cardinals. Beat up on the Braves. Hey, one other thing I want to mention real quick. You and I are going to have a little personal appearance just this afternoon. Exactly. We're going to be out with our good friends. Everybody listen up now, because this is going to be an opportunity at, what time we're looking at? It's almost 10:30 right now. At 12 noon, we're going to be at Pinckney Furniture Company, which is, as you can see, 3732 North Watkins out in Fraser. Troy and I are going to both be out there. As soon as the show's over today, we're going to hustle out to Pinckney Furniture Store. We're going to be meeting everybody out there. We're going to have free color pictures, and to the first 100 people, free tickets to Monday Night Wrestling. Hey, so, first 100 people to get there, huh? That's right. Coming out and see us this afternoon. Enjoy meeting everybody. All right, good. Yes, right. At Pinckney Furniture, their new location grand opening over there in Fraser. Back to Wrestling Action, Kings. About that took place last Monday night at Mid-South Coliseum. Tennessee Street Fighter was Tommy Wildfire Rich, Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert. What a match. Take a look.
Hey, Eddie Gilbert, come back out here for a minute, brother. I want to talk to you. If you've got a gut in your body, come back out here right now. Let's have a little talk.
And Doug Gilbert, I can kind of see what he's saying here on the ringside. Doug telling him, hey, he hit you. Why didn't you do anything about it? Doug's mouthing and pointing his finger at Eddie. Oh, boy, look out, Eddie. It's a setup all by his own brother. Can you believe that? Doug Gilbert has the guts to set up his own blood brother in there. That is absolutely ridiculous.
That's what he did for 20 years.
Tommy Wildfire Rich comes from the back of the Coliseum and jumps on Eddie Gilbert from behind. He's got Eddie busted open. Eddie Gilbert struggling to get to his feet in there. Referee Scott Bowden checking him out, make sure he's okay. And Tommy Rich has busted him again with another big right hand. Rich backs him up, whips him into the rope. Clothesline, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert staggering along the ring there. Tommy Rich boxing Eddie Gilbert, and Gilbert comes out of that ripped-up shirt that he was in. Wipes his face and sees that blood. And look at Tommy Rich. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Right up to right. Going out to Wildfire, Tommy Rich. Reversal there. Rich whips him in hard. Misses. Gilbert comes out of the corner. And Tommy Rich whips him into the ropes now. Shoulders. And they're both out. 9 minutes past in this Tennessee street fight match. Tommy Wildfire, Rich, and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert is on his knees. He's on his feet. Wraps a chain around his fist in there. Tommy Rich staggers to his feet. And Gilbert lands him now. Cross with the right hand. Tennessee street fight rules in this one. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Tommy Wildfire in. What a fight between these two former friends, former partners and all. Referee Scott Bowden goes to stop Eddie, and Gilbert punches the referee in there with that boot. Boy. Hot stuff. He'll be fined for nailing referee Scott Bowden. You hate to see that. Scott is out, and Eddie Gilbert's going to work on Tommy Wildfire. Nails him again with that cowboy boot. Look out, Eddie. Here comes Don. Meets Doug Gilbert as he comes out. He's taking care of dangerous Doug Gilbert. Here's referee Frank Morrell out to try to restore some order. Tennessee street fight has gotten completely out of hand in this fight.
Eddie boy, you better try to save your stepson's life, because we will take yours and both of theirs, especially you, Brian Christopher. And you've made two enemies tonight, boy, is what you've done, and we will take care of you too. You know, Eddie Marlin, and you know why your name's Eddie, boy, because you're an illegitimate kid. Don't nobody in Memphis know it. The reason I got the name Tommy is because Tommy Gilbert's my daddy, boy. He ain't your daddy. Don't you ever say it?
Tommy Rich with some comments in there along with Doug Gilbert. Tennessee street fight that took place last Monday, but coming up this week, first blood match with Tommy Rich, Eddie.
Well, I really don't even want to talk about what Tommy Rich said there at the end of that tape. First thing I do want to say right now today is that my brother was standing out here earlier, if you want to call him a brother, and he was talking about his friends. I want to say right now to everybody here in the studio and everybody at home that Eddie Gilbert does have a friend, and maybe it's just one in 1,000, but it's Brian Christopher, and I want to tell you I thank you very much for coming down there in that match. Tommy Rich, my friend, you busted me open. You did everything you could do. My brother pitched you a chain. You laid me open. You hit me. You took a chain to me. You took a boot to me. And you know what? After 10 minutes of taking all you've got and everything you had to dish out at me, I stood up and I looked at you eye to eye. And I pulled out a chain and I started beating your head in, boy. And then I took my boot off. And then I started beating your head in just a little bit more. Now, Monday night, Eddie Marlin has signed the match. First blood rules, and that means the first man to bleed loses the match. And I just want you to know something, Tommy. The blood I love more than anybody else's is my own. So if that scares you just a little bit, I hope it does. And then, after that's over with, I am going to sit back, and I am going to watch my friend Brian Christopher in a marathon match with Doug Gilbert. That's right, Eddie. You got a friend right here. And Monday night is going to be a big night of wrestling action. And I got myself a big match. It's a marathon match. And I heard Doug Gilbert out here. He said that he looked up marathon in the dictionary. Well, Doug, the only thing you've ever looked up in the dictionary is the word stupid. And you saw your picture right next to the definition. Now, Doug Gilbert, you probably have never even heard of a marathon in your life with the shape your body's in. But I have. I'm an athlete. And Monday night, I plan on proving it to you. Because the winner of the marathon match is a man that can beat the other one 2 straight falls. And that's what I plan on doing to you, Doug Gilbert. Beat you for 2 straight falls. And not only does the winner walk out of there the USWA heavyweight champion, but then after the matches are with, you get your dream match. And Doug Gilbert said his dream match was going to be for him and his newfound friends over here, I guess the Eliminators, to get in there 3-on-1 against me. Well, Doug Gilbert, once I beat you, my dream match, if it's all right with Eddie, my dream match would be to get Doug Gilbert in the ring against me
And you, Eddie, you can get the partner of your choice, Doug. It don't make any difference to me. But he's been putting his hands on you, running his mouth in your face, and I know you would like to get your hands on your own brother for everything he's done to you. That's right. I tell you what, Brian, Monday night, let's just say this. Eddie and Judge Gilbert are going to finally find out. Eddie is going to show the people that Brian Christopher and him are on the same side. And, Judge, the question is going to be, which side, when it's all over, are you going to pick? And just remember something. I have forgotten more about cheating than you'll ever know, brother. And remember one other little important thing. I taught you everything you know about wrestling, Doug, but I didn't teach you everything I know. I know what side he's going to be on. He's going to be on his backside when I ram this fist right down his throat, baby.
Hot stuff. Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher looking for action down there. Coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Should be more than interesting.
Yeah, let's tell you about all of it coming up down there Monday night. Opening bout is going to be Jeff Gaylord, teaming up with the Spellbinder in there, taking on this new team we saw earlier of the Eliminators. That's the opening bout coming up Monday night, 7:30 at the Mid-South Coliseum. The opening bout of the night.
That match right there could be a main event anywhere. You know, we saw the Eliminators handle two guys out here with ease today, but it's going to be a different story when they have to go up against two experienced guys like Gaylord and the Spellbinder. That should be a great match.
Should be. The Rotten brothers then. Bad Breed, Axel and Ed Rotten. They'll team up against the Spiders and Bert Prentice in their corner. Good bout between these four last week. Then,
well, you know, the Spiders have really, these guys have really caught the fans' attention in the USWA.
Yeah, they really have.
Everywhere I go, the people are talking about the Spiders. These guys have a lot of high-flying moves. Plus, they're great with the fans. They love the kids, and it's, you know, they're a couple of great guys. They're ugly, though, I'll tell you that. Don't take those masks off of them. Just kidding.
They spray those webs around as they come into the arena. Real exciting team, the Spiders. Bert Prentice said they would be. Then, Moondog Lumberjack match. Boy, what rules in this one? It's a Moondog Lumberjack match. That means that 8 wrestlers will be around the ring.
Yeah, and what are they going to have in their hands?
Yeah, boards in their hand.
They're going to have those big boards. And if any of the wrestlers, the Moondogs or Travis and Bass, try to run out of the ring or get thrown out of the ring, they're going to get their brains bashed out with those boards by the lumberjacks around the ring.
When the lumberjacks with boards in their hand in a Moondog Lumberjack match as the Moondogs and Ronnie Lott take on Travis and Bass. Then, first blood match. We talked about it a minute ago. It'll be Wildfire. Tommy Rich on against Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert and Rich in a first blood match. And let me tell you, a lot of bad blood right now between these two, Gilbert and Rich. Then, marathon match taking place. Match continues until one man wins 2 straight falls. That's right, 2 straight falls in a marathon match, and then the winner will get their dream match in there when Duff Gilbert takes on Brian Christopher. There it is right there. The dream match, handicap matches Duff Gilbert and a special partner on against Brian Christopher. And you heard Brian Christopher's dream.
Doug Gilbert's dream is to have 2-on-1. I guess so, Doug. In your dreams is all I can say about that.
That bonus match coming up as a result of the marathon match. But then, main event of the night, yeah, you see it right there. Not only is it a unified world heavyweight title bout, it is a Coward's Way Out match.
Let me explain that to you one time. Coward's Way Out means that's the only way you're going to end this match, is you're going to have to admit to everybody in the Mid-South Coliseum and to your opponent that you are a coward by turning tail and running back to the dressing room, because there's going to be no referee in this match. And if you ask anybody last week, we'd have been better off without a referee, because I beat this jerk within an inch of his life. And then the referee, after he pulls out a chain, the referee counts 1, 2, 3 and raises Dream Machine's hand. But this week, Dream, you and I, Coward's Way Out, it's going to go until somebody admits that they've had enough and hightails it, turns tails and runs to the dressing room. And I can assure you, it ain't going to be me.
Oh, boy. Well, we'll see Monday night. The King has made his comment. No referee in the Coward's Way Out main event. Unified world title right here on the desk will be at stake, hanging in the balance down there Monday night. Big night, 7:30 at the Mid-South Coliseum. We're back here, King, with the Spiders.
Should be good.
Yeah, right here in the ring where we return.
Here come the Spiders.
There's that web. They're webbing all of the USWA fans as they come into the wrestling area here. The Spiders.
Prentice right along with them.
Yeah, Prentice. Making sure he gets some of the fans over there. Great crowd on hand here today.
It sure is. Good Bert. He's still firing that web on everybody.
Bert likes that stuff.
Ollie been kind of in the shadow against the Spiders. I think everybody's about got their jackets off. Referee signaling for the bell there, Corey. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. 1 ball and 10 minutes in time here today on USWA Championship Wrestling. Hey, I want to remind you, fans, still to come today, the big main event. It's going to be Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert teaming up with Brian Christopher versus the Moondogs.
Man, I'm going to tell you, that should be something, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Ollie Ben Khan here. Got one of the Spiders going.
Ollie Ben Khan. That's out of Saudi Arabia with the Spider in.
Catches a big foot in the face.
Yeah, big boot from the Spider. Hits up Ollie Ben Khan. Big kick from the Spider. There goes his partner. And boy, these two really work together well, these Spiders. Great teamwork. Look at that. That move.
Clothesline off the second rope after his opponent dropped down. And these guys just have all these maneuvers that side suplex there.
Take it. They really can work in the ring, boy.
They keep their opponents off balance, and that's the mark of a good team.
They got great athletic ability there, man, these Spiders. They can really get up and go. Look at them set. Ollie Ben Khan there up on the top rope. Hot's been gone.
I don't know about this. This should be something wild here.
Oh, boy, the Spider trying to climb up. He is up there.
What is he doing?
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Boy.
Like a Frankensteiner off the top rope. That's got to be it, huh?
It's got to be, but the shadow comes in and breaks it.
What is
now
he doing?
He distracts Ben Khan. That's probably all he can do to try to get Ben Khan out of there. What a move from the Spider, huh?
That had to knock him goofy, I can assure you. Lands right on the top of his head, all the way from the top rope. He's still groggy.
Now they got the shadow here now. Whoa! Drops the leg on the shadow, lifts him up. That's gonna do it. The Spiders get to win over Ollie Ben Khan, and the shadow did not take long, but what great teamwork in there from these Spiders. Let me tell you, Bert Prentice.
You got a couple impressive guys there, Bert.
Yeah, they are very, very impressive.
There is no doubt in my mind that you're looking at the next USWA Tag Team Champion. Now, Jonesboro, Arkansas has been selected for the site of a one-night tournament to crown the new champion. And nobody's going to stop this high-flying, nasty, but great tag team of the Spiders. And I'm going to be in the corner each and every night. And I don't care if you send those eliminators or these fat jerks or rotten sisters, anybody you want to send out here.
Look out.
Is that squash boys, you understand me? And Prentice, you got enough face for action? Get out of my face, chump. I'm going to tell you something. I don't care if it's a tag team tournament. I don't care if it's a regular match. I don't care if it's in your web. You're going to get yours in the USWA.
The Rodden brothers come out here and...
Well, they come out and say they squash bugs. Well, we fight real hard. And Axel and Abe Rotten, pack your bags because you're on your way out of here. And I promise you, and I don't make promises, these, one way or another, are the next tag team champions.
The Spiders and Bert Prentice. In the USWA, boy. Still got a lot of wrestling to go. Big with this. We'll be back. Place in the USWA involved the Dream Machine and the King.
Well,
Jerry Lawler.
We already saw what took place out here last week on TV, and all the way out into the parking lot. Well, that was followed up by a little match at the Mid-South Coliseum, Memphis, Tennessee, in which they just put us in the ring and gave us an opportunity to go at it. And you heard of winning the battle but losing the war? Yeah. Well, I think that's
exactly what I told
great
you.
description here. You know, well, action speaks louder than words. Let's just take a look. You see for yourself what happened here.
Machine. Troy Graham and Jerry Lawler going at it. Lawler invites the Dream Machine out, and he takes Jerry O'Malley right into the cage. Lawler going after the Dream Machine, Troy Graham. Right up to the floor goes the Dream Machine. Whoa, Lawler picks him up. And into that rally at the ringside goes the Dream Machine. Lawler slid away on the Dream Machine. Series of left hand from the King. Lawler nailing away on Dream Machine. Left up to left from Jerry Lawler. And Dream Machine goes down. He is hot at the Dream Machine. Lawler, series of left jab. Got the Dream Machine busted open, looked like the left eye of the Dream. Got him bleeding from the left eye. Got it cut open. And Lawler punching and boxing at the Dream Machine. Yeah, he's got that eye cut open there, like right under the eye of the Dream Machine. And Jerry Lawler dancing at that left eye of the Dream Machine. Boy, is he lighting in on the Dream Machine there. Good old Jerry Lawler working over Troy Graham, the Dream Machine. DDTs him on the concrete floor. He goes up to Dream Machine, Troy Graham. Goes down another right hand. And Jerry Lawler, boy, let me tell you, fans, you have to be here to see it to believe it. He is going to work on a Dream Machine, Troy Graham. The referee's got down looking at that left eye of the Dream Machine. He's taking it out. And Lawler won't stop. Just trying to get the King to back up in there. So he can take a look at that eye a little closer. I don't know if the referee may stop this match or not, because the Dream Machine is in awful shape. All compliments of the King. Oh, the Dream Machine nailed him. Troy Graham cut Jerry Lawler with something. 1, 2, 3. One in a wall. That is a 3 count. And the Dream Machine wins the match. Dream Machine hit Lawler with something. Gets the win over the King. Yeah, I told the Dream Machine after that bout that he may have won the war, but he didn't win the battle. Hetzel worked with him. Had an interview from the Dream Machine immediately following that bout. Well, we're back in the back dressing room now, the Dream Machine. And Dream Machine, all I can say is, you may have won the war, but you didn't win the battle in there, I guarantee you.
Oh, now you're trying to be smart to me, huh?
No.
How would you like for your eye to look like this, Corey? How would you like for your eye to
conduct an interview?
The only difference between me and you is I could stand here and talk about it. Lawler, how do you feel? How do you feel standing out there at Mid-South Coliseum with your shoulders pinned? 1, 2, 3. Huh? Tell me, how do you feel out there in front of your hometown, man? The Dream Machine, Troy Graham, did defeat you. I should be the champion, Corey Macklin. Lawler, I took everything you had. Hey, I got to go get some stitches. No big deal. It's no big deal. Hey, I didn't get in this wrestling business to win any beauty contest. You understand what I'm saying? But I did defeat you right here at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, how does it feel, Lawler? I would give anything. Are you going to his dressing room?
Yeah, well,
I want to know how it feels, because I took everything you had for 10 long years. And now I took it again. I took it right here at the Mid-South Coliseum, and I beat you. I should be the champ. I should have the strap around my waist.
Yeah, well, you did win, but all I've got to say about it is I think I saw a chain at the end of that bout.
What do you mean to say? What do you mean to say?
Come on. He's an idiot. Yeah, he gave me a hard time, and I was just trying to conduct an interview with this guy. But we had an interview just to make sure that Dream Machine would not be here today so that we could go on without...
Well, Dream Machine has told everybody that he had all of this built up inside him for 10 long years. Well, the beating that I gave him there was only about 5 years worth, Dream Machine. So you got about another 5 years worth coming. So when you and I step in the ring this time, the next time we face off, like I said, 5 more years
you got coming, brother. And you might have taken everything that I dished out last time, but you ain't going to take it and keep... Oh,
Hey.
okay.
Hey, he's still here today. Hey. Come on now, Dream. We don't want no stuff out here now. You're not even supposed to be around here today. You had your interview time. We did an interview with you after the bout last week. We don't need nothing out here now. Come on.
You beat me with an inch of my life. Do I look dead, punk? Do I look dead? I think you're scared, man. You're sitting back there. You had to sign some kind of contract that you wouldn't interfere in a match. Hey, I want all of you people out there to you take a look. It's your plastic champion. Hey,
come on, Dream.
This is my belt. I beat you, Lawler. You know, I don't like to turn my back on him, but you take a long, hard look at me. Every face tells a story. Pain, misery, the blues. That's what mine tells. Lawler, you are plastic. You are like Memphis. You're built on a bluff. Why am I not wrestling here today, Corey?
Because we had you do an interview. You're not supposed to be here.
No, I'll tell you why. Because old fossil pacemaker Eddie Marlin has barred me from the TV station. That's right. He is scared. He says I belong in a mental institution. He don't want me at the TV station. He don't know what I'm going to do. He don't know what I'm going to say. He's afraid it's going to be another fight out there. Well, you damn right.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on, Green.
Now,
Come on. You get up and fight. You're scared. You're gutless. Hey, let me tell you something.
Green, he's
You
not gonna fight.
you gonna fight bad now?
Yeah, Eddie.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're not even just because your breath smells like Cheetah. It ain't no sign you're Carson. I think your mama. Hey, come on, dead daddy. I think you're stinking
Wait a minute.
dead daddy.
Hey, wait a minute. Get some help. Come on. Yeah, Green, get back, would you?
You're dead daddy, Steve. You're dead daddy.
Come on, Green.
Don't fight, Green.
Well, every once in a while, a guy will come up to me and he'll go, "Hey, George, guarantee this."
Now, let me tell you something. When I got here to this TV station today, Eddie Marlin came to me and asked me if I would do him a favor. You know exactly what the reason was. Yeah. Hey, Dave Brown's daughter's getting married today. Dave Brown couldn't be here. I said, hey, congratulations, that's fine. You need somebody to sit out here, take Dave's place for one day, that's fine with me. I would have much rather been in the ring wrestling, but this was as a favor to Eddie Marlin. As a further favor, Eddie Marlin asked me to sign a piece of paper to conduct myself as an announcer only, as a commentator. You know that, and I know Dream Machine knew that. Well, let me tell you something, Dream Machine. I ain't going to be a commentator no more. I ain't going to be an announcer no more. I'll tell you what. Right now, Dream Machine, I'm going to be a wrestler, okay? So you get your big bad butt back out here right now, and all of this announcing and all of this commentating is over. Me and you can go at it right now, or we can go at it Monday night, or we can go at it anytime, Dream Machine. Because if you think for 1 minute that I am going to stand out here and let you run me down and run my family down, you got another thing coming. I will beat you, not only within an inch of your life, I'll go that further edge, brother. I'll end it for you. I'll make you kick the oxygen habit if you keep messing with the king. Is that understood? Now, are you going to come out here, or are you going to make me wait till Monday night? That's all I want to know right now, Dream Machine.
Let's don't worry about it, King.
Now, what do you mean, let's don't worry about it? I'm going to worry about it. Come on, Dream Machine. Come on out here right now. Do we want it out here right now?
Well, I don't see him now. He wants to come out here when you're not paying attention, as you stated, King. You signed the contract to be the announcer. He knew that, so he came out here and tried to start something. I don't see him anywhere around now. There's the curtains, and I don't see anyone walking through them.
I'm going to tell you this, Dream Machine. The reason that you don't have this belt, the reason that you are not the unified world heavyweight champion is very plain and simple. It's because you're not the man that I am, Dream, and I'm going to prove it to you Monday night, once again, in the Mid-South Coliseum.
The King, Jerry Lawler, the unified world champion. And boy, let me tell you right now, I wouldn't be in the Dream Machine's shoes for $5 million. There's the King, and highly upsetting. You can't much when the Dream Machine come out here. He is absolutely a crazy man. Let's tell you about the action coming up on tour USWA Championship Wrestling. It begins tonight. Jonesboro, Arkansas, 8 o'clock bell time. Earl Bell Community Center on Church Street. Moondogs, Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher, Dream Machine, as you see there, are going to be there as well. And here now is Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher. Big night in Jonesboro.
You're right, and the closer and closer it gets to Monday night, the more excited I get. And tonight, right there in Jonesboro, Arkansas, I might not have to wait till Monday night for you to get your hands and me to get my hands on Joe Gilbert, because it's a big tag team tournament. And you got yourself the Eliminators, you got the Rotten Brothers, you got the Spiders, the Moondogs, Billy Travis, Don Bass, but then you got yourself the next USWA Tag Team Champions, and that is 260, Brian Christopher and Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert. Corey, tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas, 260 Brian Christopher and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert are inviting every pretty woman in Jonesboro, Arkansas to come on out tonight, because tonight will be history. The USWA World Tag Team titles are coming home to Brian Christopher and Eddie Gilbert. And anybody, any team tonight in Jonesboro that gets in our way, no matter who it is, we're going to kick some butt in Jonesboro tonight, and you're coming with us, Court.
Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and 260 Brian Christopher. They are exactly right. They're going to be in Jonesboro tonight, 8 o'clock at the Earl Bell Community Center. It's right down there on Church Street. A big night of wrestling, 7 big matches, 8 tag teams competing, and hey, new tag champions will be crowned tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas. New tag champions in Jonesboro. What a well of a night coming up tonight. 8 o'clock is the bell time, and fans, you'll want to be there tonight. Coming up Thursday night, April 28th, Blue Mountain, Mississippi, USWA Wrestling there at the high school. The Moondogs will be there. Billy Joe Travis and Don Bass. Also the Spiders, the Rodden Brothers, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Ken Wayne, a bunch of them, Doug Gilbert, all in Blue Mountain, Mississippi. Coming up Thursday, April 28th. And wrestling coming up Friday night, April 29th. Troy, Tennessee, O'Brien Central High School there in Troy. The King, Jerry Lawler, will be in Troy, Tennessee. Brian Christopher, also Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Billy Joe, Travis, Doug Gilbert, and a special start time, as you see there, 7 o'clock bell time in Troy, Tennessee. There at the O'Brien Central High School. Thursday, May 5th, 7:30 bell time wrestling in Hernando, Mississippi. Hernando Junior High School. USWA Top Stars in Hernando. Friday, May 6th, wrestling in Blytheville, Arkansas. National Guard Armory. The Top Stars in Blytheville, as always, out of the Armory. And Friday night, Friday the 13th, Crenshaw, Mississippi, at the Crenshaw Gym. USWA Top Stars in Crenshaw. The King, Jerry Lawler, will be there. I'll be down there as special guest announcer in Crenshaw, Mississippi. Look for a big night in Crenshaw, Friday the 13th of May at the Crenshaw Gym. And you see there, wrestling coming soon right there. Nothing like being there, seeing it live when it comes to your hometown, fans. Hey, speaking of seeing it live, we'd like to have you right here see it live. That's right here at the studios of TV5. You can see USWA Championship Wrestling simply by sending your request to Studio Wrestling tickets. WMC TV, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. And be sure you include a self-addressed stamp envelope. It only costs us that to have admission to USWA Championship Wrestling. Be glad to see you right down here. Hey, don't forget, also coming up today at 12 noon, immediately following our program today, from 12 noon until 2 p.m., join the King, Jerry Lawler, and myself. We're going to be over at Pinckney's Furniture, and for the first 100 people, we'll have free admission to wrestling coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Pinckney's Furniture, 3732 North Watkins, their new location, grand opening in Fraser. Hope to see you out there. Hope you'll stay with us. We've still got the Moondogs, Brian Christopher and Eddie Gilbert, all still to come on USWA Championship Wrestling. Stay tuned.
Done. You know, week after week, Ronnie Lost comes out and tells how bad the Moondogs are. But when the kissing gets a little hot, it seems like you start running. Well, this week, there's not 4 men around the ring, there's 8 men around the ring, punk. Let me tell you something. They might have a shovel or they might have a big stick like this. Well, punks, if you get out, they're going to knock your brains right back into the ring, and you're going down. I promise you, Moondogs, we're going to end it all.
Hey, baby, this is their type of match, my friend. You think it was blood down there last week? Come on down this week, son.
You think we had field poles last week? You think we had trash cans last week? Well, come on down this week, boy, because blood is going to flow like wine.
Outlaw Don Bass and Billy Joe Travis, boy, they put together one heck of a team in the USWA. They really work together well. They're going to the ring now for action. Today, face off against Bad Breed as they make their way into the studio. Axel and Rodden making their way to the ring. And Ronnie Lutz is out here. What are you doing out here, Ronnie? Ronnie Lutz here at the ringside.
You're making me nuts, Billy. I don't like that, Billy Travis.
Well, I tell you what.
Huh?
What is a Pepto-Bismol?
I don't know why, because someone's got my tag team belts and I want to know what they are. Marlon's blind. Look at these idiots. Hey, here's to you, Don Bass. Little slim fast, you fat moron.
Hey, come on. Now, Ronnie, if you're going to be out here, just stay over here and don't interfere in the action.
You see, look at the Rotten Brothers. You look at the Rotten Brothers and you see talent. You look at Billy Travis, and I see, he looks like one of them New York lap dogs. You know, them rich ladies? That's what's going on. And that Don Bass, he looks like a fat, ugly. Now look at that. That's a clear closed fist. That's cheating. That's cheating.
What commentary over here from Ronnie Lutz, the Moondog?
Hey, you got a closed fist. Oh, I'll give up there. I'll slap you like I did last weekend, Billy.
Oh, boy.
I don't like that Billy Travis at all.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You better watch it because you may get slapped like you did earlier in the USWA.
What can you do?
Why don't you drink your Pepto-Bismol and just sit over here and be quiet?
Where's your girlfriend tonight? What's his name? Dave Brown. Charlie Brown. Where's he?
Dave's not here today.
Now, you see, the Rotten Brothers, I'm going to tell you right now, the Rotten Brothers are going to slap these girls around right here. Watch. See, now, here's the difference. If my Moon Babies were out there, they would be knocking these guys around like we do every day. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
Here's what we got going. I got a Moondog battle. No, not a battle royal. It's a lumberjack match. That means I got 12 of my buddies, 12 stupid wrestlers are going to stand around that ring with boards. That little Weasley Billy Travis cannot run around and try to weasel his way out like he always does.
Hey,
He runs and he hides.
now remember, Ronnie, there's not going to be all of your friends around there either. If the Moondogs go out, they get the same thing. Just remember that.
It does not matter. The only thing that matters is that Billy Travis and that Don Bass can't weasel out like they've been doing the last 3-4 weeks. We've been slapping these girls around. I'm sick and tired of it.
That bout must have took
Yeah,
place
well, that's right.
over in Europe somewhere because I haven't seen that in the USWA. I have not. I've seen Travis and Bass set up with these Moondogs.
Well, when Billy Travis tries to weasel his butt out of that ring,
Boy.
his eyes crossed now with a board, then he'll learn, and then that's it. And I want to know where my belts are on top of all this.
Bad Breed, Axel and Rodden, the belts are held up in the USWA right now, Ronnie. Because you made a great decision. Billy Joe Travis sits down in Rodden, and Billy went to attack his partner, Outlaw Don Bass, over there, but didn't make it.
I'll tell you what, we could beat up this Billy Travis and that Don Bass with a loaf of French bread. I guarantee you right now. There's nothing to them. Look at them. You look at my Moondogs now.
Well, we'll see you Moondogs a little bit later on here today on USWA Wrestling.
It's another deal.
Yeah, another deal, I bet. What about their opponents? Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Too Sexy Brian Christopher.
Loser, that's all. They like these bums. You know what? I'm gonna go over there and take a closer look, because I'm kind of getting sick of this talking to you.
Billy Joe Travis going after In Rodden, and now Bad Breed, Axel and In Rodden have gotten Travis over in the corner, and Ronnie Lutz is over at ringside. I don't know what for. He all of a sudden gave up his job over here as announcer. Certainly he was not wanted, but he's at the ringside now. Axel Rodden, where's Billy Joe Travis in? Travis goes under. He sacks his partner. Here is Outlaw Don Bass. Bass comes in. Oh, and all of a sudden, In Rodden says, hey, no more, says the Rodden brother. Outlaw Don Bass runs him over to the other side. Goes to work on Axel Rodden, the big Rodden brother. Bass backs him up and whips him into the ropes now. Big elbow from Outlaw Don Bass. Takes him down. Bass and Travis and the Rodden brothers. Just one of the great bouts right here today on USWA Wrestling. Bass, he's got him covered here. One, and the Rodden brother breaks the count. In Rodden comes in and breaks it. Whoa, Billy Joe Travis. He's got Ronnie Lutz over here. No, Ronnie Lott. As far as they share the robbery, all they got Billy. Here come the Moondogs and the referee, Kevin Christian, calls for the out. Moondogs. Jump Billy, jump Billy. Come on, Ronnie. You have no business out there in the way either. The Moondogs slam Billy Chavez over into the desk over here. Oh, boy. 4 against 2 right now. Make it 5 against 2 if you can count Ronnie Lott. The Moondogs and Bad Breed actually in Lott. Oh, boy. Wild action in the USWA field. Stay tuned, fans. We'll try to get this thing settled out. We'll be back. Kevin Christian. Oh, look out, Brian. Moondog jumps him from behind. That's the way we do business. Dad and grab it. That's the way you do business, from behind, knocking someone from behind. This bout is underway in there. As the main event today on USWA Championship Wrestling. And what a main event. This one can be a main event anywhere in wrestling, fans. Moondog taking on Brian Christopher, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Oh, I was in the desk over here. Moondog slams Christopher. Brian Christopher and Moondog rests that. The big Moondog out on the floor. Now you're rolling to the ring. We're underway. Everybody's in there. Christopher. It's the Moondog. That little metal trash can that the Moondog brought in here. Going after a big Moondog Rex. Rex onto the floor, and Christopher climbing the ropes there. He's on the top rope. He lines up the Moondog and catches him off at the top rope. Onto the concrete floor. Look out. There we go. Right into the desk over here goes a big Moondog. Ronnie Lott blowing the Moondog whistle right here. It's the Moondog and Christopher Gilbert. Been waiting for this one all day today on USWA Wrestling. Oh, Ronnie Lott's over there putting his 2 cents in. Nelly's Christopher. Brian. Trying to find his way back. Eddie Gilbert taking care of Moondog's spot over in the corner. And Rex is out on the floor. Christopher. After Moondog, Rat. Over by the curtains over here, and the camera's here. As ball continues, Doug Gilbert jumping. That's Doug Gilbert and the Eliminators. They go out of here with Christopher. I can only see where they are. There they are, the Eliminators, and Gilbert behind the curtain, jumping on Christopher. It's the Moondogs and Rod. All triple teaming Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and the referee Kevin Christian is walking around. He's looking for Brian. He's behind the curtain over there. The Eliminators and Doug Gilbert triple teaming Christopher. Here's Travis and Bass. That's how they even brings up. He's behind the curtain over there. Eddie behind the curtain. Watch that way, yeah. Eddie Gilbert goes back in the background of the studio, back behind the curtain. There's Christopher. As the Moondogs, Travis and Bass fighting out here in the studio. Eddie Gilbert still out helping his partner back there. Behind the curtain. Hey, let's take a break, see if we can get him. Get him out of here, ready?
dig in.
You know what they say about Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treat cereal?
The Spellbinder in the opening bout of the night, taking on the new team of the Eliminators in there. That's the opening bout coming up Monday night. It'll be the Rodden brothers, Bad Freed, Axel and N. Rodden, taking on Bert Prentice's team of the Spiders. Then, Moondog Lumberjack match. Every lumberjack around the ring will have a board in hand when the Moondogs take on Billy Joe, Travis Outlaw, Don Bass, Moondog Lumberjack match. Can't wait to see that. Then, First Blood match. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert looking for Tommy Wildfire Rich. Rich supposed to be a brother of the Gilberts and a friend, and a lot of bad blood in a First Blood match between Tommy Rich and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Then, Marathon match. Match continues until one man wins 2 straight falls in there. 2 straight falls to be the winner and have their dream match. When Dangerous Duck Gilbert and Brian Christopher will face off, and you see, and you heard earlier, Duck Gilbert's dream and Brian Christopher's dream match. If either one of them should win that marathon match with the main event of the night coming up Monday night, this is just worth going to see in itself, fans. Jerry the King Lawler taking on the Dream Machine, Troy Graham. Man, oh man, it's a coward's way out match. Not only that, it's a unified World Heavyweight title bout. The King, the unified World Heavyweight Champion, defending against the Dream Machine, Troy Graham. No referee in there. There will be no referee in the ring. Match continues until one man takes the coward's way out by leaving the arena, going back to their dressing room when Jerry Lawler and the Dream Machine tangle up down there Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. It's all 7:30 bell time. You want to be down there for USWA Wrestling action. Big day today. Saw the Eliminators, a new tag team. Well, they were brought in here by Doug Gilbert, Saturn and Cronus. The Eliminators. Wrestled out of Boston, Massachusetts. Got a win today. The Spiders and Bert Prentice had an impressive win today on USWA Wrestling. Saw Billy Joe, Travis Outlaw, Don Bass tried to have a bout out here, and Ronnie Lodge interfering. Let's see no here at ringside, first of all. Drinking his Pepto-Bismol and all. All of a sudden, he decides he wants to be in action. Wins by DQ for Travis and Bass. And the Moondogs, Christopher and Gilbert. Don't know the results of that one. What a day today. Dave will be back next week. Until then, I'm Corey Macklin. Bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Nerve damage that remains.
Hello again, everybody. I hope it's not that kind of day. Dave Brown and Corey Macklin here at ringside. We're set to go with another day of USWA Championship Wrestling.
Oh, boy, we ever ready, Dave? Today, right here today, we'll have the King, Jerry Lawler, right here in the ring in action. Coming up today, hey, a new tag team. I don't think you got a chance to see him maybe last week here on the Wrestling Show. The Eliminators.
I heard about it, but haven't seen it.
They're going to be here today. We'll have the Rodden brothers here today, but their opponents are going to be Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Brian Christopher.
That would look pretty good.
Today, a bunch of them.
And then the Spiders coming in a little bit later on. Another hot tag team around. And a special announcement. It's been a long time coming. We'll tell you about all of that when we return. Of the King. He'll be along for the opening match here today. Got him scheduled in a one-fall set. Oh, well, here comes the opponent. I wonder if he's going to wear that thing in August. That big old fur coat. Reggie B. Fine is in the area.
Don't ask me why I got this coat on at 85 degrees, because, brother, it's built with stitch rain.
I didn't get all of that explanation there. I didn't ask him why he was wearing the coat with it 85 degrees, because it isn't 85 degrees. Here he comes. The King will be headed this way very shortly, and we'll get action underway on USWA Championship Wrestling. Unified belts in hand. It's the King. Referee Kevin Christian already in the ring. Trying to encourage Reggie B. Fine to head that way because the King is in. Reggie, it's time to wrestle. Head on up to the ring there. Instead of lobbying over here, he's complaining about some of the crowd.
The fans,
yeah. He hasn't seen these people here before.
And we're glad to see him back again.
Yeah.
Reggie isn't, but we are.
We certainly are.
Love to have you with us, too. Later on, we'll have an address. Maybe you can join us if you're in the area. The King waits for Reggie B. Fine. Reggie is notorious about trying to delay the start of a match. And that's what he's doing right now. Now Lawler's ready to go. Lawler's been ready to go. Wants to do his exercise. I'm going to ring the bell. I don't...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, a side straddle hop or two from Reggie B. Fine. Worst form I've ever seen. Well, not the worst I've ever seen, but close to it.
Reggie B. Fine. Well, he's going to work out, isn't he?
Yeah, there you go. Well, Reggie maybe needs to consider purchasing a gym membership or something and take care of that business elsewhere instead of in the middle of the ring.
He'll have a workout today against the King, Jerry Lawler. Referee Kevin Christian is trying to tell Reggie, hey, let's get this thing going on.
And I tell you, Reggie wants silence from the crowd, he says. They ain't going to get it. Jerry, says the crowd. Back in the corner, Reggie B. Fine has him back there. Going to try to feel him out in the corner, and he did.
Move from Reggie B. Fine and a little strutting. Good move from Reggie B. Fine.
Got to give him that. I think he may be celebrating a little early, though. After all, this is the King that's staring at him across the ring. And getting irritated, I might add.
Reggie asked the crowd to be quiet so he can concentrate.
The crowd is not in Reggie's corner, let's say. Whoa, and again, he feels him across the ring. Pats himself on the back. Yeah, well, nobody else is patting him on the back. Well, I guess he could. That is another good move for Reggie B. Fine. But that is not the entire match, fans.
You're exactly right. Reggie patting himself on the shoulder in there. Congratulating himself just a little bit early here today. Sends in and tangles up with the King. Oh, one for the same move he did earlier on Lawler. Not working right now. The King reverses it and tosses Fine right across the ring. Right into the other corner there goes Reggie B. Fine. Oh, he complains he pulled my hair, Ref.
What hair?
And his tights. And he pulled his hair and his tights.
I think the referee must have said, you don't have any hair. And then he decided, well, maybe he pulled my tights. It's Lawler with a strut. Yeah. Reggie wanted Lawler disqualified for doing the strut like Reggie had done earlier. If he copied me, he can't do that. That disqualifies him. Give me the match. Get real, Reggie.
Ooh, Reggie with a big right hand.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, Reggie, he's fine. Slugging away on Lawler over there. The shot comes down from the King. Lawler right there on Reggie, he's fine. Boy, Fine, they opened up a can of worms in there, boy. He wouldn't smell the way on the King.
He did the wrong thing.
Lawler sets him up here. Get Fine.
Ooh, look out, look out. Ooh.
Sets him up. Whoa, toss back. And again he does. Look at that left leg of Reggie B. Fine. The King jumps back on it again. And Fine gives it up. He's submit. He said, boy, that's it for him. The King gets the win over Reggie B. Fine.
On a submission, and there was no way Reggie B. Fine was going to be able to hang on to that. Lawler had him. He usually had sort of a step-over toe hold, and then he sort of jackknifed on it. And my goodness, impressive or not, huh? And Reggie had his fun early in the match, but he made too many mistakes, like popping Lawler with a fist, and the King made him pay for it, and pay for it dearly. Reggie holding that left knee. Yeah. I'm not surprised. He's got trouble with that knee as he tries to leave the ring area. The victory for the King. We'll be back with more in a moment. Holding that left knee. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's got trouble with that knee as he tries to leave the ring area. The victory for the King. We'll be back with more in a moment. Winner of the match is Troy Graham, the Dream Machine. And King, that's your opponent for the unified title. Yeah, congratulations from the King.
It's me and you, Kingfish.
Yes, sir.
It's me and you, man. What? Hey, come on, Dream! Look out. Hey. Oh, man. Come on. What are you doing? You got a match with it. It's 10 long years for that. I waited 10 long years. Come on, you've got a match.
Lawler back up, and Ken White on. Lawler breaks loose. From Rio, Gaylord, Todd Martin, all of them. Man! Fans, let me tell you, these two, no love lost between them. They just do not like each other. Jerry Lawler and the Dream Machine, Troy Graham, fighting it out. Graham, Dream Machine landed there, and there's Lawler and the Dream Machine in the back of the television station. It's going now toward the back door into a wall there. Hard wall is back there. And on out now into the parking lot area. And let me tell you, this thing did not end, even if we went to the commercial break in there. The fight continued, and on through the weekend, the USWA continued between these two. Dream Machine holding a grudge, he says. That's about a 10-year grudge, Jerry. As the Dream Machine dispatched over in the back of a pickup.
Yeah, I wish somebody had been in the truck there and could have just drove him right on out of town. Would have been nice.
Oh, you gonna fight bad now?
Yeah,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're not in just because your breath smells like peanuts. It ain't no sign you're Tarzan. I think your mama. Hey, come on. Dead daddy. I'll take your stinking dead daddy. Hey, wait a minute. Henry, get some help. Come on. Yeah, Dream, get back. What's up? You dead daddy. You dead daddy. Come on, Dream.
A bitter feud between these two, let me tell you.
Well, it was a match which occurred at the Mid-South Coliseum last week, which you saw it's called the Coward's Way Out match. And in this one, there was no referee. It just continued until somebody left the wrestling area. Yeah. It was the King going against the Dream Machine. Take a look. Some of the highlights.
Coward's Way Out match is underway. No referee in this one. Match continues until one man leaves the arena and goes back to the back dressing room. Lawler picks up a board from under the ring. I was using about earlier here tonight. Man! Left hand from the King behind one another, and he follows it up with a big ride that pins the Dream Machine down. The Dream Machine, Troy Graham and Jerry the King Lawler fighting it out in there. Dream picks up that ball. And Dream working him over, punches him with a right hand. The Dream Machine. The touching ball. He power dropped it. Dream Machine slams Lawler right into the steel rail right here at ringside. The Dream Machine, he'll do anything and shoot to anything to win a bout. Doesn't let up on the King at all. Graham and Lawler fighting it out.
contest. And Lawler comes back with a big right hand. Snatches Lawler's leg from under him. Slams him right into the ring post at ringside. They both took a beating, as you could see in that match right there. But Lawler, the one with the hands raised as the Dream Machine, ran out of there. Now, immediately after the match, well, I hear the King coming this way. Let me let him get over here and let him take a look at this next videotape that we have, too. There's the crowd saying hello to the King, the man who just won the match that we just showed you on that videotape. King, I'm glad you're here. I was just about to show everyone the videotape because after that match, the cameras went back to the dressing room of the Dream Machine. Naturally, he was most upset. If you don't mind, let's take...
Let me just say this. He's not the only one that was upset, Dave. That was as I think everybody saw. Of course, they condensed down into a couple of minutes, about a 17 to 20-minute match there, and it was a brutal match, and there were a lot of fists flying, and, you know, they always say... You can win. I think this has been the case a few times with me and Dream Machine, winning the battle but losing the war. But this past week, I felt like if you look at his face, if anybody looked at his face after that video, that I won the battle and the war. So Dream Machine, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what you got to say, but I ain't through with you yet. So let's hear what he's going to run his mouth about.
All right, let's hear the interview from Dream Machine from the dressing room.
Lawler, I did just exactly what I said I was going to do. I stood with you, toe to toe, and I whipped you from one end of that ring to the other. You pulled your strap. I pulled my strap. The people saw it. You wanted a coward's way out match? Huh? Well, you was the coward. Huh? You couldn't take any more, could you? You couldn't take any more. But I could. Look at my face. Who reached down and pulled out the fire? And I blocked it. You know, you didn't burn me. You burned me a little bit, but not good enough. You sorry son of a... I'm going to whip you from one end of Memphis to the other because it's not over, Lawler. It'll never be over between me because I hate your stinking guts, and the people know I stood with you toe to toe, Lawler, and most of all down deep inside. You know it too, don't you? You know it, don't you, Lawler? You know it. I know you know it. I'm not through with you, baby. It'll never be over between me and you, Lawler. You sorry son of a...
That's enough, yeah.
Dream Machine, you stand there with that camera in your face and you spout off all the obscenities and you call me anything you want to. But what you need to get in your face is a mirror. You need to look in a mirror and you need to see what you look like after that match, Dream Machine. You need to look at that eye swollen shut. You need to look at that blood running down out of your head. You need to look at that nose mashed all over your face. And then you need to say to yourself, well, maybe it's time for this to be over. Because if you don't end it, Dream Machine, I certainly will. Now, this week we got a little match that could bring all this to a head. Because, you see, we've had matches in the past where it evolved into nothing but a slugfest. Well, this week it's going to start as a slugfest because it's a tape fist match, Dream Machine. You know, when you get in a boxing match, what those boxers do before they put those gloves on is they sit down and they tape their fists as tight as they can. They put layers and layers of tape over their fists to make them hard as rock. And then they put those gloves on and they're ready to go to war. Well, Dream Machine, we're going to tape our fists up, but we're not going to bother with the gloves. We're going to go in the ring and we're going to start throwing punches with the tape fist. And I can promise you this, that Monday night, if you think your face looked bad after last week, Monday night, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you got a mother, Dream Machine, she won't recognize you when I get through with you.
And this one has the makings of a wild Monday night coming up at the Mid-South Coliseum. We're going to take a look at the entire card coming up. You saw the interview from the Dream Machine. I apologize for some of that. We edited it out the best we could there, but anyway, he is obviously still very upset, says it isn't over. And the King is really hot and mad at the Dream Machine, and I can understand why. Before we get to the Memphis card, though, I want to remind you that the good folks at Mega Market, once again, are going to be providing $25 worth of groceries. And here's the telephone number. We'll take the 6th caller. It's area code 901-726-0551. Caller number 6 will be the winner of a gift certificate for $25 worth of groceries from Mega Market. Coming up Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum, 7:30 is when it all begins. And, Corey, it was a wild one last week. This one should be even bigger.
Oh, indeed.
Opening match of the night. A couple of guys.
10 big matches in there, too.
That's exactly right.
Memphis Mayhem.
10 big matches. Oh, yeah. You know, Memphis in May is starting Monday night, Monday, May 1st. Exactly. Everyone looks forward every year to Memphis in May. Well, at the Mid-South Coliseum, it's Memphis Mayhem. And all this month, be looking for special attractions, special matches at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Indeed.
This opening match here, we'll have the Spellbinder in there going against Leon Downs. Leon, a tall, rangy wrestler, has really been coming on here recently. And the Spellbinder, of course, the fans love him as he does the illusions and all sorts of things, in addition to being a fine wrestler. Then, Billy Joe Travis goes against Reggie B. Fine. That's assuming that Reggie gets that knee back in shape and is ready to go. Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum against Billy Joe. Moondog Rex will be going against the Missouri Tiger, Jeff Gaylord, in yet another of the single matches. Then we bring on the tag teams, the Spiders. Fans love them.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be going against the British Bad Breed. The Axel and Ian Rotten, the Rotten brothers, will be going against the Spiders. That should be a mighty interesting tag team match Monday night at the Coliseum. Then, yeah, Ronnie Lotz against Bert Prentice, and the loser of the match, right there, has to get in the middle of the ring wearing a diaper. It's a baby diaper match. Bert Prentice against Ronnie Lotz. Then in a captain's match. And this one, you know, you got the captain of a football team, a basketball team, a baseball team. Well, these guys are sort of the captains of their wrestling team. On the Moondog Spot. And on the other side, Don Bass. And this is a captain's match. Here's the stipulation on it. If whoever loses the match, the team breaks up. So you win the match, your team stays together. Otherwise, if you lose, you and your partner, Don Bass and Billy Joe Travis, or the Moondogs, could not wrestle as a tag team for a period of time in the USWA.
What about the Moondogs breaking up? Boy, that'll be something.
Would that be incredible? Don't you know a lot of guys would love to get the Moondogs one at a time in there, and a lot of tag teams would really enjoy seeing that, I guarantee you. Well, that's it with the captain's match. Losing team cannot wrestle together as a team. The losing captain cannot wrestle with his team member for a period of time in the USWA. Then, you got the USWA title at stake. Doug Gilbert, Dirty Doug, will be going against Brian Christopher in a single match for the USWA heavyweight title. That, I don't have to say too much more about that one. You know both these guys. You know them both to be tough, rugged wrestlers, and they will go at it with a title at stake Monday night. The tag titles are also going to be at stake. Yeah, bring back Brian Christopher, team him up with Eddie Gilbert, and put him against the team of the Eliminators. This one has an unusual stipulation on it, too, because Doug Gilbert, not Eddie, Doug Gilbert's hair will be at stake. And we'll try to get a comment from Doug a little bit later on. But Doug brought the Eliminators in here, and he thinks they got a raw deal in a tag tournament held over in Jonesboro. But be that as it may, he is confident enough that his Eliminators can win, that he's put his hair at stake as the Eliminators go against Eddie Gilbert, Doug's brother, and Brian Christopher for the tag team titles. The Tate Fist match. You heard Lawler talking about this one. You heard that more or less interview from the Dream Machine. These guys really, it is going to be a war, no doubt about it, Monday night at the Coliseum. They tape up the fist, they step into the ring, and they go at it. The match continues until one of them is knocked out. That ought to be enough, don't you think?
Oh, boy.
Well, not quite. Not quite. We got a main event that won't quit. And it may not. It could go on a long time. A loaded for bear battle royal. What does that mean? Well, that means anything goes. The wrestlers come to the ring loaded for bear. They can bring chains, they can bring chairs, garbage cans, you name it, loaded for bear. They come in the Battle Royal, the anything goes. See why it's called Memphis Mayhem? 10 matches in all. What a night. Coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. And before we leave right here, I think we have a winner of the Mega Market Groceries. Yes, indeed, Cheryl Peoples of Memphis, Tennessee. Winner, $25 worth of groceries from the fine folks at Mega Market. Let us do this. Let us just take a break, and then we'll be back. We got lots more to go here today. Don't leave. Information that we had a little bit earlier on. Right now, we've got a great match coming up here with Dream Machine stepping into the ring with Doug Gilbert as his partner. And actually,